Hi, I'm Miller Yoho, and welcome to Royals Recap. This is going to be a weekly show we put on to give you all the highlights, scores, and news from Queens Athletics. We're going to try to give you an inside view of what's going on at the Royals with interviews with student athletes and coaches, and we're also going to preview what's going on in the upcoming week. First up, the men's basketball traveled to Mount Olive where they dropped a game. Antonio Stabler and Brandon Nichols both were in double figures. The men rallied and traveled to Lees-McRae and picked up a 69-53 win. Antonio Stabler had 27 points and 13 rebounds. Their overall record right now is 6-6 and 3-3 in Conference Carolinas play. Men's and women's swimming traveled to Hickory, North Carolina this Saturday where they faced the Lenore Ryan Bears. The men picked up a 197-60 overall victory, and Alex Meeke picked up an NCAA cut time in the 1,000 freestyle. Way to go, Alex. The women's overall score was 181-64, and we had an NCAA cut time in the 400 medley with Caroline R. Kelly, Monica Malisi, Lauren Mock, and Lillian Gordy. Way to go, girls. In fact, the Royals only dropped one. They finished first in every event except for one. That's awesome. The women's basketball traveled to Mount Olive where they lost a close game. Shawnice Petaway and Deanna Battle both scored in double figures. They then traveled on January 12th to Lees-McRae where they lost a buzzer beater. Petaway had another double-double with 20 points and 11 rebounds. The women's overall record right now is 6-5 and 4-3 in Conference Carolinas play. Please stay tuned for an interview with head women's basketball coach Cheryl Nix. Welcome back. I'm here with head coach Cheryl Nix of the women's basketball team. Coach Nix, welcome. Our inaugural staff member.
Yes.
It's a big deal. Can you tell us a little bit about the early success your team's had and some players that are having a great season so far?
Okay. Well, what's great is that we have 16 players on roster this year. We have a full bench. That's not what we've had in the past, and so it's nice to have a full bench. We have every seat taken. I don't even have a seat. So it's been nice to have a full roster and have the depth that we've had. It's allowed us to do some things that we really want to do, like push tempo and keep a fast pace. And my whole philosophy is everything revolves around our defense, and that's what's kept us being successful this year. And in fact, last year at the beginning of the week, we were ranked third in the nation in steals.
Wow.
And that's a great place to be.
Appreciate it.
And we've got the speed and quickness to do that, and the depth and keeping people fresh. So I think that's been a large part of our success. We're young. We have 5 freshmen and 2 transfers, and so a lot of new players, a lot of new faces, and we're trying to get them to gel with the returning players. We have a good core that has come back. Shawnice Petaway is our leading scorer in all region. She's had 3 big games the past few games, and 20 points and double-doubles. Yes. And so Shawnice is getting back into the groove and leading us. I think, with her leadership and some freshmen that are coming in right away to contribute, that's been a big key to our success so far.
It's definitely been exciting to watch your team really grow over the past season. It's every game's exciting to come watch, and especially the January 3rd game when you guys took on Limestone, who was nationally ranked. Yeah. It really felt like it was just you guys, everything came together that game. Can you talk a little bit about what the preparation went into that and how your girls really responded and just played an amazing game?
Well, Limestone, it definitely is a strong team in our region, not only in our conference but region, and so our kids were already up for that game. But we had some time to prepare. We came back after Christmas, really got focused that we wanted to start the conference off strong, and they're just a solid program, and we've had some close games with them. Kind of almost developed a little bit of a rivalry, just because they're a good team, and we want to beat the best. And so when we came back, we worked really hard and focused in more on our defense, and we really locked down that game. I felt like we played 2 complete halves. And we stepped up, and everyone got to contribute. I was really pleased with Nakia Squire and her performance. She kind of showed a little bit of what she's capable of doing, and the future to come for her is really bright, and for our program to have some young players contributing and making that much of an impact in a big game like that. But it was exciting. Our kids were really, that gave them some confidence to know that they can play at that level, and hopefully, we'll continue to bring that back into our upcoming games and get
Absolutely.
back on track.
Now, talking about upcoming games, you have 2 key conference games coming up with Coker Wednesday and King on Saturday. Can you kind of give me some keys to the games or what you're looking forward to going into those?
Right, this week is an important week in our conference. We're kind of jumbled up there in the middle, tied for third, and so this is going to separate some people. And it's 2 quality basketball teams. Coker has, they've been playing well, and every game has been close. And Amber Lau, she is a tremendous three-point shooter. We have got to be on her toes. We cannot give her an inch. So our defense is, again, got to come up big Wednesday night, and then Saturday we played a close game up at King, so we've got to come back and get that one back. But they're quality, and they run their stuff, they execute, they play hard. Both teams this week. I mean, we're looking at 3, then Belmont Abbey on Monday. This is a big week for our program, and it's gonna determine some separation in the conference and where we're gonna land in the next week.
Well, awesome. We could not be more excited. Make sure to head on out to the games there at Grady Cole Center. I believe Wednesdays at 5:30 and Saturdays at 2. And thank you so much, Coach.
Glad to be
You
here.
did a great job for the first person. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be back for the upcoming games. Welcome back, and thank you to Coach Nix for that interview. It definitely gave us an insight of what's going on with her program and the exciting things. That Limestone game was definitely huge, and I'm excited to see what's going on with the team for the rest of the season. As we said, their game's Wednesday at 5:30, and then the men follow at 7:30. They also play Coker, and the dance team would be performing at halftime. They also play again Saturday with the women starting at 2 and the men following at 4, and that's against King College. It's Lymphoma Awareness Day, and we'll be raising money, so be sure to head on out, help out a great cause, and cheer on your Royals. The men's and women's swim teams travel to Davidson to take on Davidson and Arkansas this Saturday at 11 a.m. And then the men's and women's track are also in the middle of their indoor season and will be traveling to Boone this Saturday at 11 a.m. If you want to get all the news, information, anything you could ask for, be sure to check out queensathletics.com. If you really want to get involved, like us on Facebook. That's facebook.com/QueensAthletics, or follow us on Twitter, which is @QueensAthletics. Thanks so much, and we'll be back next Monday for another Royals recap, and we'll see you at the games.